So this is Trump talking about it himself.
So we've done a great job. Elon knew that. Elon endorsed me very strongly. He actually went up and campaigned for me. I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway, even if the governor ran, the real governor, not the governor from Minnesota, he's a sick puppy, that guy. That poor guy, I feel sorry for him. But they made a bad choice with him. But if you pick Shapiro or anybody else, I spoke to him recently about his house being set on fire, which was terrible.
That was bad.
But if they picked him, I would have won Pennsylvania. I won by a lot. But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars, and it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have all. We want to be able to sell.
Elon posted that's a lie on X. Well, let me just go through this first. I don't know.
When that was cut, and Congress,
I'm not sure. Like, how could I know what he knew?
Wanted to cut it. He became a little bit different, and I can understand that. But he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody, and he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape. He said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next.
Oh, jeez. Okay, all right, let's go.
But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
Mr. President, I just want to clarify, did he raise any of these concerns with you privately before he raised them publicly? And this is the guy you put in charge of cutting spending. Should people not take him seriously about spending now? Are you saying this is all sour grapes?
No, he worked hard, and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there, and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office, and he's got nice offices too.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I think Trump thinks that Trump is assuming that Elon is crashing out about this, but he's just going to get over it in, like a month, and it's just, going to be business as usual. That's what it seems like to me. Yeah.
But there's something about this one. I was telling the chancellor.
I don't think he's really taking it that seriously.
People come in here, even from Germany. They come in and they walk into the Oval Office, and it's just a special place. It's, World War I, it started and it ended here, and World War II, and so many other things. Everything big comes right from this beautiful space. It's now much more beautiful than it was 6 months ago. A lot of good things are happening in this room. And I'll tell you, he's not the first. People leave my administration and they love us. And then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile.
Is that right?
I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it. But we have it with others too. They leave and they wake up in the morning and the glamour's gone, the whole world is different, and they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Someday you'll write a book about it and you'll let us know.
Okay, so that's basically what Trump said. And then Elon said, without me, Trump would have lost the election, the Democrats would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such ingratitude. I don't understand, I don't know who's right and who's wrong with this. I have no idea. Elon Musk and Trump, no one predicted this would have happened. No one could have predicted that Elon Musk and Trump would eventually have a falling out and a crash out on each other. Nobody knew this would happen. This is a surprise, I think, to everyone, okay? And so let's go ahead and take a look at it, and we'll see why. Elon Musk's claim to support was pivotal in Donald Trump's 2024 election win, sparking a public dispute. So was Elon Musk's support of Trump very important? The main thing that was important actually wasn't Elon Musk supporting Trump. It was Elon Musk buying Twitter. This is something that I can say with certainty. If Elon did not buy Twitter, I do not think Trump would be the president right now. I actually think that buying Twitter was a timeline-changing event. It was a genuine 100% timeline altering event. And whether Elon supporting Trump was what changed it, or whether him giving the money changed it, I think that's harder to say. But I think that buying Twitter, and like, again, also, by the way, he would have never supported Trump and he would have never given him the money if he didn't buy Twitter, right? And so it had to be either all 3 or 0. But I do think that 100% buying Twitter was a massive, massive shift. And I think that shift, like buying Twitter, caused a shift in the entire internet, right? Because like now you have companies that are talking about free speech again. They were never talking about free speech back in the day. They were talking about censorship, misinformation, and empathy-based fucking moderation. Be interesting to see what Republican lawmakers do now. I know lawmakers say they should side with President Trump or Elon. Oh, and some food for thought as they ponder this question. Trump has 3.5 years left as president, but I will be around for 40 more years. I mean, in my opinion, I don't know why. Like, how is this even a fucking sides issue? Like, in my opinion, I think it's pretty fucking obvious that it's a bad idea and it's not good that you can have a bill and there's like 50 things in the same fucking bill. Like, this is a problem. Like, really? Like, how is this even a conversation at all? I don't know. Who do you guys think is right in this? Is Elon right or Trump? What do you guys think? Yeah, how do you guys feel about it? Elon? I kind of feel like he is too, honestly. Yeah, Trump, Elon's Delulu. I feel like there's such a massive amount of things in the same bill that you have to say yes to everything in. This is a ridiculous premise, a crazy premise. Elon has a black eye and then he hated Trump. Well, I don't know if there's a reason for that. Sounds silly. Regardless of right and wrong, the bill's retarded. Yeah, I mean, like, there's definitely that. Now, I think that, like, really doing the you owe me thing, like to Trump or whatever, I think this is like, I've never seen a time where telling somebody that you owe them something because they helped you, I don't think that that's ever been a beneficial thing. And I think it's always like kind of like a combat option RPG dialogue thing to say, where it's going to put that person against you. It's going to alienate them and make them mad. And so, like, if you do that, it's just not really, it's counterproductive, right? And so, like, for me, like, remember what I've said before, right? Like, I only say things and do things that are in my best interest, right? And so when I see this, I think to myself, oh, I don't think he's really acting in his best interest here. The bill's incredible for tax cuts and border for deportation. Well, who cares? Like, why are tax cuts and the border in the same bill? These are two different things. It's like, why would you, it's like you're serving, it's like you go to Walmart and, actually, no, that's not a bad example. You go to Home Depot and they also have, they're also selling dogs.
Yeah, we've got this enormous federal budget deficit, and it's a $2 trillion deficit. It keeps growing. Our interest payments are higher than our Defense Department budget. That's I think was the real wake-up call for me, was looking at seeing that the interest payments on national debt exceeded the Defense Department budget, and that was only growing.
Seems like some bullshit to me.
Over time, which meant if we didn't do something about this, then there won't be any money for anything. We'll just be servicing debt.
And you know how to read an income statement, and you know how to read.
I mean, anybody can look at a number that's like $20 trillion and it says negative 20 trillion. Like, I mean, if anybody got it, like, how many, like, let me think about this, all right? So 20 trillion. Million, billion, trillion. I mean, that stresses me out just looking at it. Really? Like, I mean, that's bad, bro. Like, that's really bad. Yeah, I mean, is it 30? Was it 37? Oh. Oh, wow. Jesus. Oh, that's scary. Look at that. Yeah, wow. That's awful. And so anyway, what the fuck? Yes, exactly. What the fuck? And so, yeah, the amount of spending and everything is insane. How are you doing this? And in my opinion, you have to tax people more money. Like, you have to find another way to make more money. Tax rich people and corporations more money. That's, in my opinion, one of the big solutions. Stop spending as much money on stupid shit. Stop spending as much money on the military. Like, really, it's insane. Increase taxes, decrease spending. Yes. obviously, I mean, I don't know what else to say about this, but yeah, there it is. What a waste of time by our president, right? And make things about Elon. He should be simply clear. These are conditions. The bill will reduce the deficit. How he will create the deficit. Use that to lead, not fight with citizens. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that the goal, obviously, is to reduce the amount of money the federal government is paying out in interest and the amount of debt that it has. So it shouldn't really be about Elon or not. It should be about the debt and how you're going to reduce that. And let's see if I can find any more of these here. And I was shown the bill. I wasn't. I think he means to say he wasn't, right? Like even, yeah, I think he means I wasn't shown the bill even once. I'm not even sure. Let me go back. I'll read some more of these too. And you have to spend money to make money. Yeah, but like, what's the long term? You know, like at least explain that, right? Explain that if that's what it is. And so anyway, let's see here. What is this here? Greg Yang, awesome. Is this anything interesting? And let me double check. Fixing bot replies. Yeah, that would be nice. And let's see here. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people are. This guy would win a landslide. And these are all posts from old Donald posts right here. The more you learn about the debt deal, the worse it gets. 17 trillion national debt. So let me get this straight. So in 2012, 13 years ago. So where's the America national debt? So debt per citizen is $100,000 and debt per taxpayer is $300,000. This seems really bad. Did they know about this in the government? Have they seen this website? Did anybody show them this? That's not how it works. Okay, so here's really, so this is what I think is interesting, is that even if you can't reduce the national debt to zero, every single thing, and this is one thing that I think should always, this is a big shift that I think has happened with companies, and I think it's because probably, you know, with Elon, I think is a big reason with doing how he did Twitter, is the idea that even if you can't reduce this number to zero, you should try to reduce it to, like, I don't know, 35. You know, instead of 36, like that would be better, right? I mean, shit. And so the problem really, just fix the deficit. Yeah, and also wealth per 500K. Yeah, this is insane. Revenue per citizen is 15,000. So you have the debt. So you have the debt is 107,000 and the revenue is 15,000. This seems like it looks like these guys are making AAA woke video games. This is a really, really bad return. This is like, bro, I'm pretty sure in some of these cases, Concord might have had a better return than this did. This is bad. Oh my God. Yeah, it's never going down. It's in fact going to rapidly increase due to a cumulative debt increase. Yeah, I mean, this is insane. Well, he goes, whatever. Okay, let's see here. And, whatever, keep the EV solar incentive cuts in the bill, even go through no oil and gas subsidies are touched, very unfair, but ditch the mountain of disgusting pork in the bill. In the entire history of civilization, there's never been legislation that is both big and beautiful. Everyone knows this. Either you get a big ugly bill or a slim and beautiful bill. Slim and beautiful. I've been trying to tell people this about video games for the last 5 years. Bro, see, yes, I've been saying this for over and over and over. Yep, see, there it is. It's the same with everything, right? It's a fat, retarded bill. Ain't nobody want a fat, retarded bill. And maybe I should tweet that out. Should I do it? I'm just gonna do it. There it is. Okay, yeah. No, I mean, how is it that, and this is the thing, if you were to ask an average citizen, Do you think that it makes sense that bills include like all of these different unrelated issues and they're all put together? What do you think average citizens would say about that? What do you think the average person would say? Because I think that most people would say, listen, it's fucking terrible. Like, I would assume that like 90% of people would say that it's silly to put everything that's unrelated together in the same bill. This is like Noah's fucking Ark. Think about it. And everybody knows that shit's fake. You can't have an alligator in the same boat with a chicken, or you're only going to have an alligator. So did Trump post about this as well? I bet he did. Let me go back and see. So here we go. The easiest way to save money. Okay. So this is the post. Trump just made this post. Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do. Yeah, I thought, by the way, I thought this was public information. Because even I knew that Trump was getting rid of the EV mandate. I thought he said it, and I'm pretty sure even he said it with Elon in the room. Yeah, am I crazy? Yeah, I thought that's what it was. Okay, that's what it was. Trump's lying. Elon doesn't give a fuck about this? Well, I'm not sure. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised Biden didn't do it. So now he wants to terminate Elon's subsidies. I don't think that's a good idea either. Like, I feel like this is, this isn't good for anybody. And Trump just said that Elon didn't know on TV. Well, I'm not sure, right? Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Yeah, crash out. Why not? Because I think Tesla and SpaceX provide a value to the public that's beneficial. And I think the government helping fund private business that operates in a way that's beneficial for the public is a good thing. That's the reason why. It's pretty simple. Like, I'm fine with government giving subsidies to any company as long as the company is doing something that's in the best interest of the public, right? Well, this is more of it. Let me see if there's any more.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. President. The criticism that I've seen, and I'm sure you've seen, regarding Elon Musk and your big, beautiful bill, what's your reaction to that? Do you think it in any way hurts passage in the Senate, which, of course, what is you're seeking?
Well, look, I've always liked Elon, and it's always very surprised. You saw the words he had for me, and he hasn't said anything about me that's bad. I'd rather have him criticize me than the bill, because the bill is incredible. It's the biggest cut in the history of our country. We've never cut. It's about 1.6 trillion in cuts. It's the biggest tax cut. You would say people's taxes will go way down, but it's the biggest tax cut in history. It's we are doing things in that bill that are unbelievable. And when you look at what we're doing for small businesses, for people, for middle-income people, all of the things that we're doing, nobody's ever seen anything like it. And, Elon's upset because we took the EV mandate, and, which was a lot of money for electric vehicles. And
Elon says that's not true, right? It's not about the mandate. Like, he says, let me see if I can find it real quick. Where did he say this here? Where'd it go? And I'm not sure exactly where it went. Such an obvious lie, so sad. Elon's wearing thin, asked him to leave. The EV mandate. Yeah, I don't know. Like, he said that's not what happened, or that's not why he cared.
A hard time, the electric vehicles, and they want us to pay billions of dollars in subsidy. And, Elon knew this from the beginning. He knew it for a long time ago. That's been in there. That's been, I would say, JD, that hasn't changed. That's been right from the beginning.
Yeah, so maybe that's not the reason why he's mad. Like, I mean, wouldn't that logically make sense that, like, if this thing that was there the whole time, and, like, I'm pretty sure Trump even, like, I don't know, maybe this is like a Mandela effect, but I remember Trump saying something about getting rid of a Biden or something like that EV mandate, and Elon was in the room at the same time. Am I crazy? Like, I don't know if somebody can find this clip or find this video, but, like, I remember seeing this too. That happened? I think it happened.
The secretary, that hasn't changed at all, right from the beginning. But I know that it disturbed him. he wanted, and rightfully, you know, he recommended somebody from that he, I guess, knew very well. I'm sure he respected him, but to run NASA, and I didn't think it was appropriate. And he happened to be a Democrat, like totally Democrat. And I say, you know, look, we won. We get certain privileges, and one of the privileges, we don't have to appoint a Democrat. NASA is very important. We have great people. General King is going to be picking somebody with our. We'll be checking him out, seeing. But he wanted that person, a certain person, and we said no.
Yeah. What is this here? The EV mandate. The EV mandate is the Green New Deal. So he campaigned on ending it, and everyone knew it was ending. Yeah. I don't even. I don't know why.
And, you know, I can understand why he's upset. Remember, he was here for a long time. You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval desk.
Yeah.
And even with the black eye, I said, "Do you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup." But he said, "No, I don't think so," which is interesting.
Somebody said that there was like him and like I think that Scott guy got in a fight over some bullshit. I honestly wish that we could bring back getting in fights in the Oval Office and getting in fights in Congress. Like, everybody says, like, oh, this makes them look bad. No, absolutely not. I totally disagree. I'm a big fan of getting in fights publicly over legislation. And the reason why is because if I have a congressman and I know that he's willing to throw down for me, he is willing to get in the arena and fucking fight it out for my money and my interests. All right. Okay, now we got somebody that gives a fuck, right? Fair point, yeah. Now he actually cares. You know they care.
And very nice. He wants to be who he is. So you can make that
anytime I see
statement too,
somebody
I guess.
fighting in Congress, I'm like, or anywhere in the world, I'm like, all right, this is a guy, this guy really means it.
Look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we're well anymore. I was surprised because you were here. Everybody in this room practically was here as we had a wonderful send-off. He said wonderful things about me. You couldn't have nicer. Said the best things. He's worn the hat. Trump was right about everything.
Well, I don't think Elon is really criticizing Trump. He just says that the bill is bullshit and it has a bunch of stuff in it that it doesn't need. I mean, I feel like that's very different than him. Like, Elon's not criticizing Trump as a person. He's not saying Trump's a bad president. He's not saying that Trump is, like, bad. He's just saying the bill is bad. Like, I feel like these are two very different things.
And I am right about
whose side are you on?
Big, beautiful bill.
This is the side that I'm on. I think that it would have been better if Elon stayed in the government and kept auditing different parts of the government. I was disappointed that he left. I was hoping that he would stay in the government for all 4 years and cut out all of the military overspending and everything. And I wish that he had gone through every single thing in the entire government and audited every single fucking person with a bunch of 22-year-old dick joke making, Lord of the Rings loving fucking Zoomers. That's what I wanted him to do. I wanted him to be their reckoning. And that's what I was. Yes, he'll be back. Well, I hope so, right? And the thing is, because I always said they're doing USAID because I hope that they're going to, you know, like you level up by killing low-level mobs in Night Rain. So that way, by the time you get to the Night Lord, and you're fully geared up and you're ready to fight him. Well, the Night Lord is called the Pentagon. And so I understood why this was happening. And I thought this is a smart idea. Like, okay, let's start small and build up. But it never materialized. It never happened. And so, like, that's why I was very frustrated. I'm like, well, and like, also, oh, he's only gonna stay here for 120 days. Who decided that? You did. Just change just say never mind. Just say no. Actually, we like things how they are. We're gonna keep doing them this way. What's the problem with this? DM Elon about this? You know what the funny thing is? I bet he probably agrees with me. He probably does. He probably does. It's probably the exact way he feels about it. Yes. And anyway, Trump wanted to wanted him to get into power. That's all. Well, I don't know. I mean, again, like Elon is being critical of Trump. I mean, I don't think you're really like I don't know. It's just like, for example, when I read this, I don't think that this is really being critical of Trump. This is, and also like now, like Trump is the one, like Trump is the one that made it personal with this tweet, right? In my opinion. Before this, Elon was just criticizing the bill. Like that's my opinion. Am I crazy for saying that? Get Elon to go on stream? I mean, look, like he's going to tweet out what he's going to tweet out. I still I feel bad. I told them I was going to have I had that rat in my house, and then I had other shit. I still haven't gotten back to them with all the stuff for like X. I bet he's probably a little bit pissed off, right? And so, you know, like that's it. And I don't want to message back until I have it done. But yeah, hot take. What's this here? Epstein files are the hindrance to all progress. The Epstein files are the hindrance to all progress in the government. Honestly, I would believe that, right? And let's see here. Not saying Elon, the autism is wrong, but not Trump's. Well, no, I'm just saying in general, right? He hasn't tweeted anything else out. Let me see. Did he say anything? Anything else besides that? No, he hasn't. There's nothing else. And Trump said 10 months ago that he would remove the EV mandate. Yeah, I remember very distinctly watching this happen. But anyway, let me go back to the rest of it.
We call it a great, big, beautiful bill because that's what it is. And again, biggest tax cuts in history, biggest economic development moves anywhere. Yeah. We've never done anything like it. Business is spurred. And I don't know if you've seen the numbers, but the numbers came out. Even the CBO, which is run by Democrats, said that we're going to be doing, you know, I'd like you to discuss it, the 2.8 trillion that CBO, this is a group of people that are Democrats. They're very hostile to us. They just came out with phenomenal numbers, what it does. You want to mention that, Scott?
Yes, sir. So what we've seen is we keep hearing from the CBO that there's going to be a large deficit from the bill, which we disagree with, but using the CBO scoring, they came out and scored the tariff revenue. We think it'll be the minimum of $2.8 trillion over the 10-year window, which actually puts the bill in surplus if you include the tariff revenue, which they won't do.
It gives you a tremendous surplus, but we're not allowed to use that. For some reason, they say scoring. No.
I don't like this messaging. I don't. Because it's not about whether it creates a surplus or not. Like, for example, if the government is operating under a surplus with the bill, that doesn't mean that it's automatically good. Like, would you rather have a C on a test or an A on a test? You would obviously rather have an A on a test. Well, I mean, maybe, right? I mean, usually that's the case. And so like a B, right? Yeah, of course, right? So you'd rather have a higher grade. So it shouldn't be about whether, like, and also here's the thing is that this is what I think Elon should do, is that, like, this bill is public, right? Like, the public can read this bill. I'm pretty sure they can. He needs to find the pages and find the things that are part of this bill and then post them on social media, specifically what the problems are. And like you're saying, like, where's the pork? I don't know where the fucking pork is. 99.99999% of Americans will never read this fucking bill, but they will read a page of the bill. And if the page of the bill is put out there and the public sees that this bullshit is in the bill, then that will change people's opinions more than anything else. Because again, it's evidence and it's proof. That's what matters more than anything. Grok can analyze it? Well, no, because Grok isn't the one calling it pork. Elon is the one that's calling it pork. So he should be the one that's defining what he means by that and which parts of it are problematic and which parts aren't. You know, like, that's really what it is. I mean, I feel like that's clearly, like, Trump will twist it. Well, it's not about Trump twisting it or not. It's about the information being available to the public. You see what I'm saying? It's totally beside the point. No, I think this is the point. The point is that, so whether the government makes more money or not, I don't think really matters all that much. Or sorry, is making money or losing money. I don't think it matters that much. What matters is if you're doing it in the most efficient way possible. You can win, but you should have won more. And whenever you, like, I mean, again, this is coming from somebody whose dad, I would get a 97 on a test, and my dad would ask me, what did you miss? Okay? So, like, I understand what, you know, like, taking an easy W. And it would always annoy me when he would do that. But at the same time, if you're missing points and you're not getting things right, then you're still not operating at efficiency. Is that my point? Yeah, I feel like that's it. Okay. Give me a minute. Okay, let's see if this looks good. Okay, yeah, there we go. Perfect. You think I should just tweet it out? Okay. This seems like a problem. How about that? Tag Elon? No, he follows me. He'll see it. Yeah, no, it's fine. Well, let me see. Yeah, is this good? You guys like this? Yes? Okay, good. And, you might get retweeted? Yeah. Let me see. And, wow. Okay, perfect. Yep, there we go. And, I don't know. Like, I mean, somebody gotta say it, right? I mean, shit. Time to drop the really big bow. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald Trump. Oh, boy. And, yeah, what an interesting day, guys. Crashing out? Yeah, I guess so. I am so glad that Elon made this tweet. Do you know why? Because I love accelerationism. And him saying that Trump is in the Epstein files will move us one step closer to them releasing the Epstein files to either contextualize that or respond to him. I'm a big fan of this. I think this is great. Thank God. Let's see here. Do you honestly think if Trump was implicated in those files, the media and Democrats wouldn't have dropped that nuke? The reason why, so you bring up a very good point. If Trump was actually implicated in these files, why didn't the Democrats drop it? And you want to know the reason why, I think? It's because they were implicated too. I think that they were both implicated, and the only reason that we're knowing about it, and this is also, like, I'm just making this up. Like, I'm guessing. Like, this is like a theory, okay? Is that they were all in on it. Elon Musk wasn't in on it because he wasn't really part of the government, and he's also younger than a lot of them too. So it would have happened before, like, he really kind of came into prominence. And so he comes in there and he sees this and he's like, what the fuck? Maybe. But like, and that's the most beneficial and the most generous towards Elon. Now, there could also be Elon Musk is exaggerating this in the same way that Trump is exaggerating, what do you call it? Trump is exaggerating the this bill, right? Or Elon getting mad about the bill because of this. So, like, they're both just, there's a good chance, again, they're both just making shit up about each other. Dude, if they don't release them after this, this is going to be, like, if they don't release them and they don't explain this, everybody is going to think Trump was actually on the island with, like, the underage girls and everything. I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he shouldn't have, but he should have done so months ago. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress. It's a record cut in expenses, $1.6 trillion, and the biggest tax cut ever given. If the bill doesn't pass, there'll be a 68% tax increase to make things far worse. I'm here to fix it. This puts our country on a path to greatness. Okay, so this is just whatever, right? This is the bill. I feel like the Epstein files are a bit more of a contentious topic now than the bill. Like, am I crazy for saying that? I think it's a bit more of a big deal. In light of the president's statement about cancellation of my government contracts, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately. Is Elon spiraling out? What is it? Let me just look it up. I'll look it up right now. What is the Dragon spacecraft SpaceX? The Dragon, is it for purpose and variance? Cargo Dragon, or Cargo Dragon. Key feature, missions. Significance, first commercially built spacecraft. The Dragon marked the first commercially built spacecraft to service the ISS. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Basically handicapping NASA? Yeah, I do think that this makes Elon look bad. I do. I think this makes him look bad because, again, how's this real right now? Yeah, especially because, like, this is, again, like, people are going to view this and see this as, like, Elon, what do you call it? Like, they're going to view it as, like, him putting people at risk and not wanting to help, like, the astronauts because of some personal like issue. That's what I think people are going to see this as. It's going to seem like it's a petty thing. I don't think they're going to begin decommissioning. Yeah, I hope this doesn't actually happen, right? And we'll have to wait and see, though.